Hey, you guys, good morning, or whenever you're listening to this. Welcome to the Ultra Life Podcast. I am your host, Samantha Nivens, and I am so excited to pop into your ears today and to be with you. Such an honor. And I'm feeling really, just side note before we get into this episode, feeling super lit up. Just even the last day or so here. We just got back in Asheville on Friday from evacuating due to the hurricane for a month. So I was on full mom mode with the boys solo. I did have my aunt and uncle and my cousins to help. But it was still they're my boys, my responsibility, and they're 8 and 6. So their hands game on all day. So I just got to work in small little pockets and maybe catch a walk or a couple runs in the week, not my normal workouts to keep my mental health and my patience in line and get like much of any work done. So I just feel I'm so happy to be home in my own home and to be able to work out and get some work done. The boys went with their dad. So just feeling super grateful this morning and really excited for what's next now that I'm able to really get my hands dirty and dive into work here. So super grateful for where I'm at, and I'm super grateful for you guys for tuning in and being here. I have big plans for this podcast that got put on pause the last month, but that are coming at you hot. So let's dive in. Today's episode, I've got my notes here. So if you're watching on YouTube, which you guys can, I've got my notes on my phone. I'm just checking. So this episode is inspired by my workout this morning. So it was my first time back at the gym since leaving town. So again, I haven't been at my gym for a month. I did get to do a little lifting at my aunt and uncle's. I think I did 2 lift workouts, like short little things with whatever they had in their basement. Not my usual weights. Obviously would usually do more than 2 a month. I'd usually do 2 a week at least. So yeah. So I was, getting back to the gym for the first time, getting back. And what really came to me is, what are the tools that I'm using and that I've used in the past and I've used for many years now for myself and for my clients? Like, how do you get started back working out when it could be a few days, and it's not, whatever you got thrown off and now it's been 3 days and it feels really tough to get back into your workouts. It could be a few months, or excuse me, a few weeks, that it's been somehow you kind of life happened, you went on vacation, holidays, next thing you know, it's been 2, 3 weeks. Could be months where it was the summer and maybe you got off your lifting a certain workout or any workouts, or maybe you just got off of your daily walks from something. So whatever it is, amount of time frame that you haven't been working out and you want to, you really do, then I want to offer these tips and tools for you guys to be able to use to get started working out again. Okay. And if you guys know me, if you don't, I am all about simple and potent AF. Like, this is not 12,000 steps and things that you need to do to get, like, you can just, I want to offer with these tools and suggestions I'm going to give to you guys, you could just use one of them. You could just use one. Take it and run with it. If you're like, ooh, that's the one I need. You don't have to use all, however, 5 or 7 that I came up with. It's just simple and potent. What I want you to do is grab 1 or 2 and go and implement. Don't get lost in the sauce of like, well, you have to do all of these, or which one is right for me. Listen to your gut. What's coming to you when I say these right now, and take one and run with it and go get your workout in. Okay? All right. So here we go. On the first one, like how I walked into the gym this morning, and is probably, I almost want to say maybe the most important one, is to lower your expectations. Is to the expectation of the workout that you are going to do is simply to show up and do it. That is it. I want you to lower your expectations of the amount of time that you're going to do the workout in. You, again, take any or all of these, right? You could take one of these or all of these. So if that's, you usually do a 30 to 45-minute workout or run, okay? Do 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. Just do 15 or 20 minutes, okay? You could go slower. So if you're a runner and this is you're getting started back, instead of your normal pace, just go slower. Lower the expectations. No expectations. Do not try to be at the same pace, at the same weight, like if you're lifting weights, the same breath if you're like a dancer or a swimmer or a cyclist, or the same RPMs if you're a cyclist. Lower your expectation. So you can lower the expectation of the amount of time that you're doing. The intensity is what we were essentially just talking about there, which also could include like less sets, less reps if you're lifting, right? Just really the expectation of that first workout or first few workouts. Honestly, this week for me, my gym workouts, I have no expectations for me to like hit any PRs or do anything, grand. I'm just like, if I get to the gym and lift, whether it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, or I just did lower body or I just did upper body, that's it. That's the goal, is just get in the gym. Okay. So that's what I want you to remember. How do you get back started is lower your expectations. So many times we are like, but we were clinging to where we were, the weight we were at when we were, before kids or after the first kid, or when we were in our 20s, how much weight we could lift, or even a month ago, what weight we could lift and where we were at. Forget it, drop it, move on. Okay. Let it go. Let it go and just show up. Okay. Number 2 is, and there might be just a slew of these in here, but essentially is like lower the barrier to showing up. Like what would make it easier to show up for that first run, that first lifting session, that first class at your studio, place you go? Can you find a friend to go with you? That can run with you, that could walk with you, that could go to the class with you? Can you find a friend? Can you call the gym or studio even and be like, and sign up and tell them, hey, Lindsay or whoever your trainer is there, like, it's been a few days, or a few weeks, a few months, but I really want to get back at it. And I want to come to the 8 a.m. class. Can you sign me up? Can you register for me for that one? Yes, I can. Amazing. We can't wait to have you back. Get some interaction, get some accountability. Call the gym and let them know if it's like a class situation, or reach out to your instructor. Like if one of my students, members from my spin class reached out and said that, like, oh, it's been a few months, I really got to be back. You're damn right. I would be like, let's go. I'm teaching this Friday at 9:15. Come. I can't wait to see you. They're going to do the same thing. So where can you get some extra accountability or support and lower that barrier to show up? Okay. Okay. For the gym too, I just thought of like, does your gym offer like, they'll walk you around the gym and show you around, or a free training session with one of the trainers. If you didn't get that when you first signed up, go get it now. Just that might be it. Maybe it's like not even a workout per se, but you're just going to the gym to show up, right? Okay. The third one is go where there are less people, or run where there is less traffic, and you can essentially, this is like, so you can walk, so you can jog. I know some of you guys have this because I do. So please tell me if you do. DM me after this. Let me know that, like, when I'm on my game and running strong, sometimes like I like to in general, I like to be around people and it like energizes me. So I'll run in like on the Greenway before it got destroyed. And like I wanted to be around, life and activity. So I'd go where, I could be seen. Not that anyone was like looking, that I was even bothering about that. But on the flip side, when I am feeling like slow, sluggish, bloated, tired, stressed, sad, whatever. And do not want to, there are days like that. I do not want to be seen. Like I wish I could like bloop, like push the invisible button and go for a run and nobody would, quote unquote, see me. So what do? I will go to a different area where there is less traffic and there's literally less people. So I can walk, I can jog, I can do my thing. I can feel like I'm not getting seen. I'll even put on my sunglasses. I'll put on like baggier clothes for my run. So it's like I am like making myself invisible. That's in my mind what it's doing. So maybe you do that. If you're used to running at a certain pace and kind of being seen as this fast, strong runner, or you're used to being in the gym and being able to lift a certain amount with your peers and you don't want to be seen as like weak, and it's just there's like innate biological, psychological stuff going on there, right, you guys? We all know it. So maybe you go to the gym at, a time when the normal time you're not. You go to the gym at the time when like you're normally not there. So if you're usually there at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., when all your people and peers are around there, but you're feeling like, oh, I can't lift as much. I'm feeling really weak. And okay, maybe you go at 7 p.m. Maybe you go at 7 a.m. Like that first one or two workouts or that first week you're getting back, go at a different time when you don't know anybody, when you're not going to be seen. Or go to the dance class at a different gym, heck. Or go to the, Wednesday night class instead of the Monday night class. Like get a little bit outside of where you can go, what feels like you can go where you can basically be invisible and not seen. AKA, so you're not having to, feel like you need to hit the same standards, the same intensity, the same like as you have, right? So think about that. And this is like maybe you even do a different gym for like a month to just kind of get back on your game. And then you go back to your normal gym. That's okay, you guys. Do it. Do it if it gets you freaking moving instead of like feeling guilty, judged, or shame because you didn't go to your gym for 3 weeks or 3 months or a year. Who cares? Go to a different gym then. Start fresh. Okay. Well, I'm getting excited, you guys. You can tell, huh? All right. Number 4, do something you enjoy and you have fun with. So if you're used to, for me, obviously, I love running, right? I love running. I love walking. I love running on the trails. I do like spin. I love the stairs right now, right? Like, so those are, and like, I like lifting, but it's not my love, love, love yet. Maybe I love it a little bit, but it's definitely like third in the tier. So what am I going to choose first and foremost? That's like the easiest fruit for me to grab, the lowest hanging fruit for me to get that first workout or two in. It's going to be going for a run or a walk. Super. I can do that out my door. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to like be seen by anyone at the gym and walk in those doors. I can just step out my door and go for a walk in my neighborhood or go for a run or go wherever I want to go if I want to be invisible or somewhere else, right? So do something you enjoy. What's the number one thing that you like to do for movement and pick that, right? Versus if say you were really trying to gain some muscle and do some strength training, but it's not your love yet. You are like, your love is like dancing or it's hiking and being in nature, but strength training is good for you and you know all the benefits and you want it to help with your menopause and you want it to help with your building muscle and looking good and your physique you want, but it's just not like the thing you really love yet. Okay, don't start with lifting. Don't hold yourself to that. Go for the hike in nature, go for the dance. And I promise you, if you guys are following any or all of these and you go do something you love and you do it for 10, 15, 20 minutes instead of trying to lift for 45 minutes, that feels like horribly hard right now 3 times a week. And instead you hike for 20 minutes in an area that is beautiful and brings you joy with your daughter or with your partner or with your dog 3 times a week, 20 minutes hiking, I promise you, you will do it more the next week. I promise you, you will love it. It will feel so good. You will want to do it again versus like pulling teeth and getting one 45-minute lift session in and still being like, oh, and then you probably only, maybe you get one more in, probably not though. And then you just drag on. No. Start fresh. Do something you love. Okay. All right. Now, number 5, I think we're on, is this one. Okay. I shared this a little bit before, but I'm going to share it really specifically here. Pick a time of day that you are feeling it, like that you are feeling the energy and vibes and motivation naturally to go work out, or plan for that. Like, when is that normally for you versus going after work? I have air quotes going on right now. Or, in the morning when you have to do it, because if you don't do it in the morning, you won't get it in because kids and work and blah, blah, blah. So you just have to do it in the morning. And that's what you have told yourself. That's the story you used to. That's what you used to do. But it feels extremely hard right now to get up. And it's now getting colder out and it's darker out. So it feels really hard to do that morning thing. Or after work, you're just too tired. Like, pick an opportune time, give yourself the best shot to get this workout in, and pick a time of day, like, and plan for it even. Like, if you have to push meetings off, if you have to tell your partner to pick up the kids and bring them to soccer, so you can go at, I don't know, lunchtime, or you can go at 3 in the afternoon when you get a little bit of a break in the sunshine and you want to be outdoors. If it's, your partner drops the kids off because you're a morning person, but you got to start work at 8. So it's like your partner gets the kids ready for school and that, or you do it, not at 5 a.m., but 6 a.m. and your kids make themselves breakfast. You see where I'm going here? I want you to pick a time of day that you are awake, alive, and have energy and life to do this workout. And that could be, if it's like in your work day, walk on a meeting. Like, if you have a meeting every day at 10 a.m., walk when you're on that meeting. Okay. Get outside then. Make it easy. This does not mean you have to like, oh, you don't understand, Samantha, my work schedule and there's no time and it's very tight and packed. Y'all, I'm giving you the face right now. If that is you, please. Okay. I get it. A working mom over here and an athlete. So I get it. Don't make excuses. Find a time, make it happen, that you have the energy. Again, doing that just 2 or 3 times that first week to get you back going doesn't mean you have to do that forever, right? Although you might want to still walk for those meetings. So, what is that for you? Find that time. Like, are you a morning person and have energy like me? Okay, find a time a day you can start and do that workout in the morning. Is it, I don't know, 9 a.m., whatever it is, right? Find that best time for you to get started versus what you've always done or quote unquote had to do. All right. Number 6, final one here is, maybe this is 6 and 7. Okay. Make it more comfortable is number 6. I want you to make it more comfortable. I have this concept, this principle, this tool I use with my clients and myself, and it's called Make the Uncomfortable More Comfortable. I'm actually pretty sure there's an entire podcast on that you can find. Maybe I'll link it in the show notes. So just in general, I just want to drop that for you guys. We talked about lowering the barriers of entry early on, but like, what can you do to make this what feels really uncomfortable, to get this first workout in, these first workouts for the week, probably feels really uncomfortable and hard. What can you do to make it more comfortable? We've talked about some of these things already, inviting a friend, putting on baggier clothes if you're not as comfortable or you gain some weight, or maybe it's not baggier clothes, but it's just finding clothes that actually fit you. Like, that's huge. I have shorts that are like the next size up when it's that time of the month, or I've gained 5 pounds after eating a little too much dessert. And so I just, whatever it is, if I'm feeling bloated, like, I have those pants, I have those shorts, you do too. And if you don't, you need to get some. Like, it's okay. It's okay, y'all. Find some clothes that you feel good in, that you look good in. Okay. What's a music or a podcast or an audiobook so you could be entertained while you do this. Maybe you listen to like your Netflix show or watch it on the treadmill while you're doing your workout. Okay. Maybe you're calling, talking to your bestie, doing a Marco Polo like I am. Shout out to my girls who get my running Marco Polos because I'm like, this is the time I got. You know what? Here I am. And they think it's hilarious and they love it. So, what are some ways you can make this, what feels really uncomfortable and hard, more comfortable? Those are just some ideas, but I want you to get curious and creative. What's holding you back? What feels really uncomfortable? What would make it more comfortable? Okay. Is it more clothes because it's freaking cold outside? Right? Is it going for a run when it's the warmest part of the day because you're like me and you like running in warm weather? Right? Okay. Number 7, the final one. Let's see here. This is like really like bringing it down, like to not even like a workout, but just start moving more in your day. Just start moving a little bit more in your day. So maybe you take the garbage out yourself to the trash can, to the end of the driveway. Maybe you just go for a little 5-minute walk in the morning. Maybe you, instead of doing the car line at school, you park and walk your kids to school. I love this. I just love walking them into school. I want to live close by one day so we can like full on walk there. But in the meantime, I just park wherever. And I don't care if it's the closest spot or the farthest spot, except on those days when you're like, have 2 minutes to get them to school. You know what I mean? But generally, I'm like, I am going to park and I walk them to school. And then I get to walk back to the car and I get a little 5-7 minute walk in and you get a kiss and hug and bye-bye. It could be walking for your meetings, right? When you have a meeting, get your ass out there, get walking. Order a walking pad. They're like $250 on Amazon. I have one. I'll give you the link for mine. Okay. If you need to stay inside for this. If you're on a call with your mom, your sister, whomever, go for a little walk and talk. This is, again, a little secret of mine. I do it all the time. It's literally like I would most likely be walking with you guys recording this if it was good quality, and I might do that one day. So where are all these opportunities? Can you walk your dog more? Get out, instead of meeting someone for coffee as like a business networking thing, can you go for a walk? This is, again, I like invite people when I do these, when I meet up with people, I don't just sit and have coffee. I will be like, do you want to go for a walk? Would you want to do that or coffee? And most of them are like, ooh, let's do it for the walk. Heck yeah. So you do the same. Get curious, get creative. How could you get moving more, a little bit more all throughout your day? And then you're going to start to build some momentum. You're going to start to feel better, start to have more energy, just that little bit more. You're going to start to make some healthier choices with your fueling. And before you know it, you're going to feel like wanting to go to that workout and do a little bit more. If you just start small with adding more movement in. Okay, you guys, 7 tips, 7 tools on how you can get started back into your workout routine. I don't care if it's been a few days, weeks, months, years. Use one of these or all of these, stack them on, compound them, start with one, add another, right? Save this episode so you can come back to it and listen to it again. Listen to this while you are walking, please. Okay. And I'm going to have a lot more good stuff coming for you guys. So definitely subscribe, stay tuned. And I have an ask. If you guys have not already, would you please leave a review for the podcast and a 5-star rating so we can get this episode and more episodes out to more people? The more ratings and reviews that are left, the more people, the more progress and momentum the podcast gets, so other people can hear this and we can help other people. So if you haven't done that, would you please do that? I would so appreciate it. And if you love this episode, please share it with a friend or tag me on Instagram at Samantha Nivens. I just changed my IG handle. You guys, if you're still already following me, it's been at Samantha's Real Life. That's going to be my personal account. I'm shifting my IG accounts. But you can tag me at Samantha Nivens and DM me. Let me know, did you use these tools? Did you like them? Or share the podcast with a friend so they can get moving. Y'all can get moving together. All right, you guys. Well, it's such a pleasure, such an honor, and I will see you again soon. Bye.